So this new Spider-Man trailer dropped, and let me just say, or Edge of the Spider-Verse 2. This is what a trailer should be. This is how to get people excited. Now, I just did a video on the Blue Beetle one, and it didn't really excite me. It just seemed nothing unique about it, run-of-the-mill, just your typical typical superhero storyline. So I wasn't really excited for it. But this trailer, definitely am. It looks fantastic. It's getting me pumped. I know the original trailer dropped a long time ago, but this is the second trailer. I'm not going to watch really the whole thing and react to it because I already watched it. And also I want you guys to see it too. But this one is actually I think this is the foreign trailer. So it starts off with the different Spider-Man. You know, you got the Tobey Maguire, then it talks about the Andrew Garfield one, and it has their voices and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Then, you know, the Tom Holland one, and I thought it was cool. Then it jumps into Miles Morales. I like this trailer a little better, but I just love the art style of this. I just love it. It's like, look at that. You get this like black and white one. We got this like, I think it's called like a dual tone something type, all different weird ones. I really like that kind of stuff. It looks different than anything else I've seen. And this is honestly what Doctor Strange 2 should have been. Is the Multiverse Madness. So you think he's going to go to different multiverses constantly, but really they had that quick 1 minute scene where he like went through a bunch of different multiverses and it was all different. You know, I think one of them he's like an ink blot, or I can't really remember at the time. One was like flowers or cubes, things like that. And that was cool, but they should have jumped around with a bunch of different universes. Most of the time he just stayed in one, which was pretty much like the Earth that he's from anyways. So not very different. So it looks like Spider-Man 2099 is going to be the villain. I think there'll probably be like another side villain that we don't know about yet. It looks like he has to make a choice between saving his dad and saving the bunch of different universes. Personally, I hope that he ends up making the ultimate sacrifice and saving and chooses to save the other universes, and his dad ends up dying, because that's in line with how Spider-Man stories go. I mean, Uncle Ben dies, then Gwen Stacy dies. He has to make a choice. So that's how it should go. I don't think they'll do it because this is clearly like more of a kids movie, so they won't really touch on that. I mean, in Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Gwen Stacy dies as well. He has to make a choice. And I think that's what they should do. I think they should have his dad die. That would solidify him as like, how the Spider-Man story goes. You need that tragedy. But nonetheless, I mean, this art style, look how cool it is. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of, do you remember, most of you guys won't know this, I think it's called UPC Cartoons. It was in like the 60s. They did Mr. Magoo, but they did a bunch of other weird stuff, and they're always experimenting with weird art styles in like, I want to say like the late 50s, 60s, and early 70s. And it was an animation studio, and they just put out like some weird stuff. And this kind of reminds, like at least the background does. It reminds me of that a little bit. But there's a funny scene. Where is it?
What are you doing? Spider-Man.
This one.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. So it's just all the different Spider-Mans. Where is that picture? That they have the Ben Reilly. I think they had a cartoon of him. I'm pretty sure they had a cartoon in like the 90s, early 2000s of Scarlet Spider. Anyways, it's like just all these weird art styles. I love it. So let me know what you think down below. I've definitely seen this opening weekend. Have a good